Damn it, I am a good guy. It's the first thing every company wants people to know. It's also like when a woman looks at you and says, "Oh, that's cute." Exactly the same thing. So you guys like Dunkin' Donuts? Yeah. Of course you like Dunkin' Donuts. You live around here. It's the law. You have to. I like Dunkin' Donuts. I live in North Providence, so I go to Dunkin' Donuts on Mineral Spring Avenue. I like it there. It's one of the few places you can see a Dunkin' Donuts from the parking lot of the Dunkin' Donuts. I think we might be reaching a point of saturation up there. I just don't think you should be able to estimate the distance between two Dunkin' Donuts the same way you can estimate the time between lightning and thunder. I like Dunkin' Donuts not just because of the wonderful food and beverage items that you can get there, but also because it offers you the opportunity for unique social interactions. Go to the window, pay for my stuff. The coffee lady at the window says, "Good morning, how are you?" And I say, "I'm good, how are you doing?" She says, "I'm good, yourself?" I'm still good? Maybe I don't get the protocol of this exchange, but am I supposed to ask you again now? Because I'm not going to lie to you, I didn't really care the first time I asked. I can't see myself mustering up the energy to ask the second time. I like that phrase, "I'm not going to lie to you." I got a buddy who says that a lot. Doesn't say it all the time. He says it some of the time. I like to say, "Eric, you told me to go to Ticketmaster to get those tickets. I'm not going to lie to you. That system sucks." I'm like, "All right, Mike, I appreciate your honesty. Thanks." But then he'll say, "Hey, Eric, I really like that shirt." Oh, wait a minute. You didn't say specifically you weren't going to lie to me. Now, I don't know how you feel about this shirt. What are you trying to say, Mike? Son of a bitch. But it doesn't actually mean anything. I know it doesn't mean anything. It's just a verbal tick he has. It's a habit that he has. There's another interesting habit that I'd like to share with you, but I can't explain it to you. I need to show it to you. I need room. He'll go like this. Watch carefully. He'll go like this. So I was at the hockey game the other night. You guys know what that is? Some of the guys might know what that is. The ladies might need to be educated. You go like this when the skin that encapsulates your testicles gets stuck to your inner thigh. You go like that to unstick everything. And I'm like, when I'm talking to my friends, I generally try to not imagine their junk. And I'm usually pretty good at it. I got a pretty good record. But I'm talking to you and you go like this. Now all I can think about is your sticky balls. So I can see sticky balls. Like, could you stop doing that? Could you please find a way to freshen up, get some Gold Bond down there or something? So how many people in the audience are now really, really cognizant of your own balls? I've become very aware of what my own balls are doing. Sorry. So anyway, off of balls and back to Dunkin' Donuts. I go to Dunkin' Donuts with my 13-year-old daughter on the way to school. We like to eat Dunkin' Donuts. I get, why is that funny? My daughter goes to school. Wow. Write that down for me, will you? Apparently that's a good joke. My daughter goes to school. Anyway, so she actually really does go to school, and I take her to the school. And we go to Dunkin' Donuts, and she likes to listen to Sirius Satellite Radio. If you listen to Sirius Satellite Radio, she likes to listen to Hits One. I'm sorry? Howard Stern is on Sirius? He's on Hits One. She likes to listen to Hits One. Okay, how long do you want to have this conversation? Can we meet up back there and continue? Can we take this offline? How about we take this offline? We'll take this offline. I really do like, I will talk to you. Absolutely. Not right this second. That's okay. Is that okay? Alright. So let's see. Daughter goes to school, Sirius Satellite Radio. I got a date in the backyard with a guy later after the show. Yeah. Okay, so she likes to listen to Hits One on Sirius Satellite Radio. On Sunday mornings, they have a Top 40 Countdown show, kind of like what Casey Kasem used to do. But the show that they have is run by a guy named Spider Harrison. His name is Spider Harrison. It's a very, very DJ name for a very, very DJ-voiced guy. I'd like to know, like, hey, Spider Harrison, is that actually your real name? Well, yes, my name is Spider Harrison. Yes, it is actually my real name. My father named his children after things he was afraid of. I have a sister named Heights, and a half-brother I never met before named Commitment. I really like that joke. I like that joke for a couple of reasons. One, let's be honest, it's a really good joke. But two, the real reason why I really like that joke, because I was in the car with my daughter listening to the radio, and I just, like, we wrote it together. And after I said the thing about the half-brother named Commitment, 13-year-old daughter looks over at me, puts her hand on my arm, and says, "Aww, that was clever." It's how you know that your stand-up comedy career is going well, being patronized by a 13-year-old girl. So she said, "Why don't you add another kid in there and name them mother-in-law?" I said, "Really? Mother-in-law jokes? This is what you come to the table with? You hack." And then she started crying. And I felt better. I was like, "Ha-ha! Take that, easily manipulated 13-year-old girl emotions. Hey!" Thank you. Thank you for applauding your kicking the small child. These are weird people here, eh?
That's why I am.
Do I got time for one more? Can I do one more thing? All right, one more thing. And this is actually, that was the end of my set, okay? So whatever happens from this point forward, that was the end. So just remember, that was the end. This is brand new. My wife said to me yesterday that she'd like to start having more parties. I said, "Having more parties? We don't have any parties. And I don't like parties." And she said, "No, what are you talking about? You love parties." I said, "What do you mean I love parties?" She said, "Well, you loved your 40th birthday party, and you loved our wedding party. I mean, those are two parties that had either my name or a small representation of me on a cake. You cannot extrapolate the fact that I like parties for me liking those two parties." All right, that's a work in progress. Just remember the set ended earlier. Eddie Galvin, everybody. Thanks a lot, guys.